Hello everybody! Today I'm going to show you how you can turn a big sweater into a sweater dress. That's today on Refashioning with Rachel. First, try your sweater on and place a pin at your waistline and at your elbow line. Then draw a straight line, half an inch below where you put that pin, and cut. Set aside the bottom part for later. Draw in a line perpendicular to the top of your sleeve, half an inch lower than where you placed the pin, and cut. Use the piece you just cut to cut off the other sleeve, and set those aside. Grab the piece you cut off the bottom of the sweater and turn it inside out. Find your waist measurement, divide it by 2 and add half an inch, and draw a line that distance away from one of the side seams. You may want to pin it in place and try it on to make sure it fits comfortably yet snugly. Cut along that line, pin the side seam, and sew. Start at the bottom of the skirt to make sure the ends are perfectly lined up so that we can recycle the nice hem that is already on the sweater. And use a zigzag stitch so that it stretches with the fabric. I wanted to make my skirt a little bit longer, and since this is sweater material, it is very malleable with some water and some ironing. All you have to do is pull and stretch the fabric and then iron it in place, and you can really change the shape of sweater fabric. So this skirt was 12 inches long before. And after all that ironing, I gained almost 2 inches. This is a good time to iron the top of the dress if you need to. Find the center front and center back of your bodice and mark it with a pin. Find the center front and the center back of the top of the skirt. With the skirt inside out, place it over the bodice so that right sides are together, and pin the skirt to the bodice at the center front, the center back, and the side seams. And sew. As you sew, you will need to stretch the skirt gently so that it lines up with the fabric on the bodice. This can be a little bit tricky to do, especially if your fabric rolls when you stretch it. So just work patiently and in small sections, and you can use the table of your sewing machine to help you as you unroll the fabric in the skirt. Now moving on to the sleeves. Grab a long-sleeved top that fits you well and place that sleeve on top of your sweater sleeve and cut around it, adding half an inch for seam allowance. and use that sleeve you just cut as a guide to cut out the second sleeve. Turn the sleeves inside out so that right sides are together. Pin along the underarm, and sew. Since the cuffs of my sweater were already a nice fit, I started my seam right on the pre-existing seam and then gradually tapered it to the new seam allowance. I decided not to finish my raw edges since they didn't fray too much and I'm a naughty sewer, but you can finish them with a serger or a zigzag stitch if you want to. Iron your sleeves if you need to. Turn your dress inside out. And your sleeves right side out. Try them on so that the cuff lands right where you want it to, and trim back the other end of the sleeve to just where it hits the bend of your arm, plus 1/2 inch. Place the sleeve inside the dress so that right sides are together and raw edges are lined up, and pin along the underarm seams. Lie the sleeves and the dress flat to find the top folds, and pin them together, and add some more pins halfway between each of those. And sew. Stretch on the cuff as you sew so that the fabric lines up with the dress. This might be a bit tricky if there is a big difference in the width of the dress and the sleeves, as was the case with my dress. So you can just bunch up the fabric in the dress to make it fit, while stretching at the same time. Do the same thing with the other sleeve. And then this project is finished. So here's a reminder of how it looked before. And this is how it looks now. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe and comment if you did. And have a beautiful day.